Hello everyone. We have one more candidate. One of our subscriber has asked me to interview, and this is fresher. And at fresher level, you all know what concepts people should be knowing. Basic concepts of Java, J2E are expected from any interviewer, and I will take you along the resume of our candidate also. Once I connect with, yeah, let's call Akanksha. Hello, Akanksha.
Good
Hello.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah. Can I see you?
Yes, sir.
Start video, please. Yes. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Okay. So you are 2020 pass out, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was going through your resume. You are purely fresher, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me share your resume. Okay. So you can see like you did MCA, then you did BSc.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So then HSC, SSC, you're right now just 2020 means 1 year back past. You got
Yes.
the less percentages SCIC, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you are good in C, C++, core Java, then
Yes, sir.
advanced Java. Android also you know?
Yes, sir.
Okay. HTML, CSS, I can see. Here, Swing. Okay, yeah. You know Spring Boot, Spring technology?
Yes, so yes, a little bit. Spring Boot, no, but Spring, I know.
You attended coaching, right? For
Yes,
Spring?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So why can't you mention here very clearly Spring? You have not mentioned it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What you know in Spring IOC at all? IOC,
Yes, sir.
MVC.
IOC, AOP.
So yeah, it's really good technologies that fresher is knowing. So my suggestion to you to mention that all things here. Okay. Because when you give
Yes, sir.
like this thing to people, to interviewer, then he will be moving from C to C++, then to core Java, and you might not be able to handle the interviewer, okay? Because he may ask you hundred of things, okay? So better to be specific what you know. Like you know Spring, there's Spring MVC, you know, IOC, you know, AOP, you know.
Yes, sir.
In core Java also, if some major concepts you know, then please mention that, okay? Then
Okay, sir.
Android, if you doesn't know much, then you can skip to write it, okay? Then you
Okay,
wrote
sir.
this frame, applet, swing. These days people are not using these technologies, okay?
Okay,
Nobody
sir.
is using this technology, so you can skip these technologies,
Yes, sir.
okay? So like that, these are the suggestions for your resume, okay? So
Okay, sir.
you can follow. Okay, next. Let's then good problem analytical skill. Okay, so your resume looked good. That's not a problem. So let's start with something, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you tell me about yourself?
Myself, Akanksha Arun Musare. I am from Luni. I have completed BSc Computer Science at PVP College, Pravaranagar. I also done post-graduation in EMCA at PICT College, Luni. There are 4 members in my family, my father, my mother, my brother, and myself. My father is driver, my mother is housewife, my brother is work in Shirdi Samsthan. That's
Yeah.
it. Sir.
Okay. So here one more suggestion, Akanksha, I have. You don't need to tell what your father is doing and what your mother is doing, all that thing. Earlier,
Okay.
before 5 years, that was a trend. People used to tell everything of his home, his or her home, family members, and everything. I suggest not to put much effort, much I would say concentration on telling that. Okay, better
Okay,
you
sir.
should say whenever you are telling about yourself, you should say I am an engineer with first class grade, and then I did my past education here and here, whatever may be the your specialization or any degree graduation. Like for
Yes,
you,
sir.
I did MCA, then my past qualification is related to BSc. And then I did my 10th and SSC, HSC in science, like that you can tell. Then you can tell about again more yourself, like I like programming. I did a lot many things in programming. I did one project. I didn't get chance to work in any organization, but by myself, I'm doing some practice. I did sample projects also. I like to explore technology in depth. Like core Java, I have explored, and then I moved to after core Java. I thought to go ahead with the advanced Java, and then in advanced Java, these are the things I'm doing. So this looks like when I'm asking you about yourself, that every fresher is doing this mistake. So I really want to know about you, not about your family or something, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
You should not need not to tell. Means I would not restrict you compulsorily. Like don't tell your city name, but it doesn't make any sense to me, right? Because
Okay.
I'm taking your interview. I want to hire you,
Yes,
right? So
yes,
where
sir.
you belong to, maybe any city or any village or any tehsil place, it doesn't matter to me, right? So
Yes, sir.
this is one of the suggestion I can give you on this answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Uh, are you convinced with this? Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Okay, let's move. What are the technologies you know? All
Ja
technologies.
yes, sir. But Java, I most prefer.
In Java, what you know?
Core Java, I know little bit confused, but I know everything in Core Java. But advanced Java, I'm learning now. So that's-
Yes. So when this question is asked, don't keep quiet just by saying Java, advanced Java, like that. Okay. This interview is not only for you, but other people are also seeing these interviews, as you might have seen old interviews
yes,
which I
yes,
have
sir.
taken. So this is not just for you, but it's for all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And there is nothing wrong or right, black and white. But what you need to manage here, when I ask you technologies, don't just pick Java and advanced Java. If you say that, that means you are giving your interviewer chance to ask anything
Yes,
which
sir.
you might not be able to handle. Let's say if I ask you, okay, you know Java, tell me now, what are the things Java people have introduced in JDK 11? Will you be able to answer that?
Yes, sir.
Right? So better to be specific. When you
Yes.
say I know Java, advanced Java, correct? So say in Java oops concept I know, speak keep speaking threading I know. Then I know how multi-threading works. Then exception I know. In advanced Java, I worked on solid JSP. I worked on. I tried examples on Hibernate. If you are not prepared on Spring, then you should say I know Spring little bit. I have knowledge of it. I did some practice also, but not so hands-on on that. So I'm good at solid JSP. Tell that that's not a problem. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes, sir.
that interviewer is not expecting much, but interviewer is expecting clarity on the subject, clarity on what you know. Is that okay for you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you tell me like what are the technologies you know in Java?
Uh, exception, string buffer,
No,
string
start with
error.
the say core Java comprising of these many topics like that you can say.
Okay, sir. In string, in core Java, I know a static concept, final concept, access specifiers, then inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. Uh,
Okay, that's okay. Whatever comes in mind, that's okay. Don't keep remembering that time. Okay, it's not
okay,
like
sir.
I'm asking you all chapters, but it should be general talk. Okay, like I
Yes, sir.
see, I know in even see I teach core Java, you know that, but still I'm not remembering all the chapters, right? So you should
Yes,
say
sir.
in core Java I know multi-threading exception and then oops concept like a garbage collection. I know something you should say and just go ahead. Okay, okay,
Okay,
not a
sir.
problem. So that was just advices. Our main motto is to take your interview and improve you in the representation skill. Okay, so
Yes,
let's
sir.
start. I'll start with core Java.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is the difference between local variable and global variable?
Local variable means that are only accessible in within a block, and global variable mean overall in class, that are accessible in overall class.
Okay, very good. Can local variable be private?
No,
Why?
local variable can't be private.
Why? You're correct. Why?
Because it's already private, so it can't
Very good,
accessible
very good,
outside.
very good, very good. Now next, which access specifiers are there in Java?
There are 4 access specifier: public, default, private, protected.
Very good. What is protected means?
Protected means which is accessible within a package or outside a package, but only in a subclass.
Very good. Great. Yes, you are correct. Do you know any protected method in Java which Java has built?
No, sir.
Any public method you know which Java has built? Is any existing method of Java which is public? Do you know any method? Any method? Any inbuilt Java method you know?
Two-string methods, sir.
Perfect.
Two-string hash code.
Okay. String and hash code. What is hash code?
Hash code is a unique representation of an object.
It's a unique representation of object, right? Okay. Why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java?
Multiple inheritance means a subclass can have a multiple superclass. When we define a class which have a method m1 and another class which have also method m1, and we extend that two class into a third one, that is a subclass C, then there is a ambiguity which method to call of which class.
Correct. Okay. Then what is inner class? What do you know about inner class?
I'm little bit confused, sir, but class inside a class, it's called an inner class. We can make its private.
Can we create inner class object?
Inner class object. Don't know, sir.
Don't know? Okay, no problem. Can local variable be final?
Local variable and final. No, sir.
No. Yes, we can have static variable. Not possible. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Local variable cannot be static, but final it can be. Okay.
Okay,
No
sir.
problem. Yeah. Then, what is garbage collection in Java?
Garbage collection means means the object which are not in use, then it will be removed by the garbage collection. Free of means garbage collector free the memory.
Okay. Correct. Which method is used for garbage collection?
System.gc.
System.gc.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I want to show you some code. You need to tell me this thing output. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See this. Can you see this code?
Yes, sir.
What would be output of this?
Last one is JB, sir.
Yeah, I understand. This is output is JB, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What will be the output of this? This.
Second one is the addition of it will consider ASCII value and then add it.
Correct. Correct. What it
And
will
if
print?
and ASCII value of J. And first one will be the ASCII value of J and ASCII value of the B.
But it will not add up, right? Or it will add
Yes,
up? It will
yes,
not?
no time.
Okay, let's see.
G.
So your three output are correct. One output is wrong. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is a string. Okay. So everything will be considered as a string.
String. Okay, 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 sir.
So just remember, not problem. Okay. Now, can you write down code here to reverse a string? Is it possible for you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm giving you control. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead now. You can do coding. X is not array, right?
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. Can you run it?
So just a minute.
Wait.
Index out of valid exception.
Think over which line debugging. Can you do debugging? You know debugging.
Yes, yes, sir.
So do it and know it. Very good. Knowing this debugging to freshers is really good. And don't think like you should get always correct answer. Don't worry about that. We want to see your approach. That's it. So don't hesitate like it's wrong or something. It's not wrong. What logic you put, that is it. Go ahead.
So that window.
So wait. So always check whether take over there and check whether that correct is coming or
Yes.
not. Then go ahead like this. Okay. Then you check whether really something has happened or not. Yes. Correct. Then again go like this. Okay. So what is the problem? So give debugger here. As you know it.
Yes, sir.
So here there is some problem, right? Right. Okay, no problem. But I like your approach to solve this program. Okay. You want to do something? So I like your debugging skill also, like you at least do debugging and your approach is very correct. There is something okay. Here I is problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, good. So we are checking logical capability also. Okay, that's okay.
Yes, sir.
Now next, I'll be coming to Spring and Hibernate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What? Spring and Hibernate. Directly I'll move from core Java to there. Then I'll be again coming back here. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, why Hibernate is used?
Hibernate is a loosely coupled and open source that is introduced introduced in Java to overcome a problem of a JDBC.
Okay, which problem you had in JDBC?
Commit transaction commit, and
Okay.
in JDBC we have to manipulate data in we we have to manipulate the data in Hibernate. They Hibernate provide to manipulate data. There is a less work in Hibernate.
Okay. Okay. Do you know database?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But one more logic I want to see so that I can check your logical capability. Okay. This very simple logic I'll be looking for. Write down logic here so that I will be getting to know which is the lowest number in this array. You got the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Minimum number. Fine.
So start writing. Go ahead. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So if I ask you one more question,
Yes, sir.
if I want second lowest number, where will change in your logic?
Second lowest number.
Means the answer should be in this case 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So what you'll do in this?
Then again compare A of I with this array,
Mm-hmm.
and which one is greater than.
No problem. So you can suggest some ideas like if I want to have a second highest, then here the changes will be, here some changes will be there, or here it will be some changes. Okay,
Yes, sir.
correct. So you
Yes,
need
sir.
to check that. You need to take out this minimum number, then some logic you need to put here. Okay? No problem. So you have good logic. That's not a problem. I can see that. My next question. In Hibernate, there is a save method, update
Yes, sir.
method, and save or update method is there, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference? Save, update, and save or update.
In save method, we can only insert the data. In save or update, we can change a value which are inserted in already a database. Update is also similar as to save and update.
Okay, save and save or update, and update is the same. You are saying
Yes, sir.
save or update. So save or update is used for inserting or updating a data. Getting point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For saving data or updating, it is on the basis of primary key. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's move a little bit to the Spring. I'll just take out some questions. Okay, now in Spring, what is at controller annotation? What it do?
At controller. It controls the activity which are given by the view, and which are requested by a view and which are responded by a
Correct. Correct. What is DAO layer, data access object?
in DAO layer, we have to put the database logic. We have insert database logic in DAO layer.
What is POJO?
POJO is nothing but a database which is nothing but our table which are represented in a Java format.
Okay, they're in a Java format. Okay, why getter and setter we use?
Getter and setter method which is used in encapsulation to our
Very good.
to
It is
access a
used in
private
encapsulation to
yes, sir.
access
Access
a
private.
variables.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me something about interface?
Yes, sir. Interface is nothing but a parent properties comes into the child property. There are
No, I'm not asking. I'm not asking inheritance.
sorry,
I'm
sir.
asking interface.
Interface in the interface 100% abstraction is done. Uh, there is only a method declaration. We cannot write a method body. The variables are public, static, and final in interface.
Okay, public, static, and final, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good, very good. Can interface extend interface?
Yes, sir. Interface can extend interface.
Can class extend interface?
Class cannot extend interface. Class implements interface.
Okay, any interfaces you know in Java?
Yes, sir. Set.
Which
Yes,
one?
sir. Set interface, list interface, collection
Very
interface.
good, very good. Any abstract class you know inbuilt in Java?
Yes, sir. Input stream reader, output stream reader.
Okay, not input stream reader. It's reader is different and input stream is different.
Okay, sir.
So you should say input stream
Output
and
stream.
reader. Input stream,
Okay.
output
And
stream,
reader.
reader, writer. Okay, it's not input stream reader, but very good. At least you
Okay.
that. Any final class you know in Java?
Yes, sir. String is a final class in Java.
String is a final class.
Yes.
If I ask you to override the length method of string, how you will do?
We can't override length method because string class is a final.
Object class is final?
No, sir.
No?
Object.
I think it's final, right?
Little bit confused about object class, sir.
Okay. Object class is superclass of every class, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is possible that object class can be final. If class is final, what will happen? If class is final, then
we can't extend it.
so object class is final or not?
No, no, sir.
No, right? Very good. Okay. Let's move to collection a little bit.
Yes, sir.
What is superclass of array list?
Abstract list.
Very good.
Sorry,
What
sir.
is correct?
List.
Correct.
This
What is the superclass of hash set?
Abstract set.
What is superclass of abstract list?
Abstract list, no, sir. Abstract list.
The superclass of abstract list. What is the superclass of abstract list?
Don't know, sir.
Abstract collection.
Abstract collection.
Okay. List and set interfaces are there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
They are sub interfaces of which interface? Which is the topmost interface in collection?
Collection, sir.
Collection. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's okay. Can you tell me something about vectors?
Vector. In vector, we can enter a value which is vector allow duplicate value, also null value. To iterate a vector, we use enumeration vector preserve insertion order.
Let's say I have many students having age and location. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I want to add these students in array list. Is it possible?
Yes, sir. It's possible.
Okay. Can you do that?
I will try, sir.
Yeah. So this is Eclipse you have. Okay. I'll close all tabs. So this is a project you have right now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You need to. I'll close all other projects which might disturb you. Yeah. Can you go ahead?
Yes, sir.
What is your requirement? You need to make
Two class.
Yeah. So go ahead and use. Try to use maximum standards. Okay. Student
Yes,
class should be proper standard. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Use optimized code. Use good features in collection. Then I'll get to know that you know things. Okay. Let me give you. Okay. Go ahead. Wait. This will disturb you. Just a second. I'll remove it so that you can easily go. Just a second. Just. Yeah. Go ahead. See here, I'm. You go ahead. You go ahead. You don't get distracted. I'm observing your activities also, like how you code, how you all standards, how industry works, and whether it is matching with you or not. Which shortcuts you are using, which naming convention you are using. That I should be observing. Okay, so don't hesitate. Like doing everything correct. It's not like.
Yes, sir. Like this, we can add more element in this.
Yes, very good. I will need more elements. Can you add some more elements, 2 3 elements?
Yes, sir.
Good. Only 3 elements. Can you add them?
Yes, sir.
Now my question is, you need to iterate over all these elements. What you will be doing?
Yes.
Use something
For
enhanced one.
each,
Yeah. So
for
go
each
ahead.
loops.
Yeah. So I want to see how you can.
So here I'm a little bit confused about this.
No worry, no worry. Just write down whatever you feel. Very good. Correct. Okay. So this is what the logic you could see. You got iteration logical. So you got adding of elements also. That very good. Now my next question to you. I'm just checking your collection knowledge. Let's
Yes,
say every student has one roll number. Okay.
yes, sir.
Which data structure will use here? Will use array list also, or hash map, or set, or what will do? Every student has roll number also, and with that roll number there is age and location.
Uh, for the roll number, we can use set because set
No, no, but I
not.
don't want to only add roll numbers along with this student object. I want to attach roll numbers. What it will do?
So here I use map.
Yeah, can you use that?
Yes.
No, leave it. That should okay. Yeah, go ahead. If you do this, means you are excellent in collection. Very good. Very good. Okay, great. Now, last question. Last question. If I want you to iterate it, how will you do that?
Key set. Using key
Can you
set.
go ahead? Yeah, so please do that. Yeah, so can you just explain how you are going to? So I'll just take control. How you are going to iterate hash map?
First, I can first I can take a key value only. On the basis of key, I will get also value.
On the basis of keys, you'll get the value, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. Now, coming to again some questions on core Java and see Akanksha, what happens if you keep giving answers? Interviewer will always find interest in you, okay,
Yes,
and he will be proceeding for more and more questions, okay.
yes,
And
sir.
it's good idea, good thing that you are giving answers. So every interviewer will be wanting to ask more questions to you. Why? Because not because he want to make you somewhere wrong, but just to know more about you. Okay.
Yes.
So be ready for that if you are giving answers. But if you don't give answers, two, three questions, if I ask you and if you are not giving answers, then not only me, but every interviewer will be losing interest. And as you have given many answers, so I need to ask more questions to you.
Yes, sir.
Like, let's say, first of all, how to implement encapsulation in Java.
Encapsulation using a private access specifier.
Why to make your variables private always? Global
Uh, when we
variables.
when we make a global variable, it can be accessed outside a class. User can treat the variable like what they want. If suppose I declare a in student class age variable, one user give positive input and another user can give negative, but age can't be negative. So that's a drawback. So we make a global variable as a private.
Okay, how to read files in Java?
A file reader, using a file reader.
What is difference between character stream and byte stream?
Character string is used for a character. It's
Mhm.
a sequence of a character. In byte is a sequence of bytes, means flow of bytes.
Okay. Which method is there in input stream so that you can read a file?
Input stream. Input stream buffer. Input stream.
No, I need method name of file input stream by which you read the data.
Read lines. Read line. Or
Okay, read line is there in the buffer. It's a read.
yes,
File input stream has a read method. Okay.
read.
Yeah. What is the return type of that read method? What it returns? Integers, byte code. Okay. Anyway, what is serialization?
Uh, Serialization is nothing but to serialize the object or deserialize that object.
Okay. So, what is the definition of serialization? You said
To serialize object means convert object into string and string into object.
no, writing an object straight into a file. right? Writing a objects into any external source is called as serialization. Okay, no problem. You're getting good answers. You know servlet JSP?
Yes, sir.
Okay, which is faster, JSP or servlet?
Yes, sir. Don't know, sir, but in servlet, we can write a servlet data, means we can write the database code, and in JSP we can write front end as well as database code.
Okay, what is life cycle of servlet?
Servlet life cycle. Don't know, sir. Servlet life cycle.
Okay, what is the difference between, yeah, anyway, you told already JSP and servlet that you know, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So can you tell me Spring Mvc flow?
Spring MVC flow. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
what is the flow of
First,
Spring Mvc?
the request goes view to controller, then controller pass this request to the database, then database process this request and respond to the controller, and controller again pass this request to the view.
There is no role of view resolver, you are saying?
View resolver, yes, sir. There is a role of view resolver that can process, that can pass or process the request.
What is filter dispatcher?
No, sir.
That comes before controller. Okay, if you read, go today and explore internals of Spring, then you will get to know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is listener in Servlet? JSP. Listeners. What are the role of listeners?
No idea, sir.
No idea. Okay. More questions I have. You know threading?
Yes, sir. Little bit I know.
Okay. So what is a thread?
Thread is nothing but a process, little process that can be handled with
Okay. Thread life cycle. What is thread life cycle?
initialization, then run. No, sir. I don't have any idea about thread.
No thread life cycle. Yeah, so I would suggest you to concentrate on these bigger questions. Okay, once level is
Yes,
being crossed for basics, you have to climb ladder, right? You have to go
yes,
ahead.
sir.
You have to reach to top, correct? So
Yes,
one
sir.
layer, one level you need to cross. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I think you don't have job, but that's not a problem because uh, people like you, those who are able to give answers, those who are able to write logic, will get easily. That's not a problem at all. Okay. So don't worry about job now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You climb ladder. Okay, go ahead and learn more and more. Okay, thread I doesn't know, other topics I know very well, collection I know. So read thread thoroughly because you have crossed that layer, right?
Yes, sir.
So your level should be increased now. Getting point? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Then what are the features 1.8 JDK have? What is the new things is been introduced in JDK 1.8
1.8,
or 1.5?
1.6. Oh, 1.5. I'm little bit confused about this. Where arcs, then
Very good, very good. Not confused, you know it. Whereas 1.5, whereas is introduced. Then again, anything else?
uh, then again.
Annotations.
Yes, annotation. Yes, that's true.
You know reflection in Java?
Yes, sir, I know.
What you know about reflection?
Reflection is used for a is used to create a dynamic object.
Mm-hmm.
We can create a dynamic object using a class dot for name.
Okay. Okay, I want you to make here two-dimensional array, add 2, 3 elements there, and iterate over it. You got my question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'll give you control just a second.
So you are in mute.
Okay, very good. So I understood this. Okay, good.
Yes.
So Akanksha, you are performing very well. There is no question on that. Okay, but little improvement needed, and improvements are not for you. As you know basics, I want you
Yes.
to increase more and more knowledge. The topics which you know are excellent, but I want you to explore more than that.
Yes,
At
sir.
fresher level, you are okay, but as you are doing so much hard work, okay,
Yes, sir.
I know you are able to write these many big logic. So I expect you need to increase now your level of study. I'm not asking you to increase study because
Yes, sir.
you
Yes,
are
sir.
up to the mark, but the level which you are studying should be raised. Like reflection topic, you should be doing
Yes, sir.
design patterns. You know any design pattern?
Yes,
No.
sir. Singleton.
Yeah. You know
Singleton
it.
design.
Yeah. What is
Yes,
singleton
sir.
design pattern in Java?
Singleton design pattern means we can create only one object of a class.
Okay. Why we need that?
When we don't want to use our code or our class by outside or other, then we can make it a singleton.
Why can't you make them private? If you
What,
make,
sir?
you said if I don't want my class object should be created outside of the class, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Then make constructor private. Now, why you are making singleton?
When we make constructor, then it works as a singleton design, because
So
in
you mean to say any class which has constructor as a private will be a singleton?
yes, sir.
No, that's not. It's a single object. Okay, it's a single object.
Single object.
Now let's say constructor is private. In same class, you can create object, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So 10 objects. Can you create 10 objects or not?
Yes, I can.
Then it's not a singleton, right?
Not sir. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
sir.
what I want at your level, you should be. It's not an improvement, but it's like an enhancement. You know
Yes, sir.
this
Yes.
much which is required, but I want you to go beyond that.
It's good. Yes, sir.
Go out of box. Why can't you can go because you know all the basics which at your level people should be knowing. Okay.
Yes.
So those who are able to give these answers, I always encourage them to go ahead with the singleton design pattern or factory design pattern. You can
Yes, sir.
go through. those were defective pattern. Don't expect that somebody will be teaching you, because you already crossed these levels. Okay, so you have to explore yourself. Don't expect someone will be explaining you, or there will be some tutor, trainer, nothing like that. Now you already know it, and you can read it and you can practice it. Some big topics like trade you should be reading, reflection you will be reading, 1.8 you should be reading, 1.5 advantage you should be reading, spring a little bit more detail you can do, right? Don't just by heart this core Java, okay? Because core Java you already know. I asked plenty of questions to you, and you were able to answer. But when topic goes beyond your limit, you get stuck, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is generics in Java?
Genetics means we can provide only required things. Means in array list there is a two square, two brackets. That's this is called a generic. We can
Singular
mention a
bracket.
data type. Yes, angular bracket.
Okay, very good. What is autoboxing in Java?
Autoboxing is nothing but we can wrap a data types, wrapper classes. We can use in
Automatic conversion of data type. Okay.
So give me a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so this is Akanksha, and you all saw how she's answering. Today, my focus was to ask more and more um, it's logical questions, and you saw all the code, like what she was able to write or not, and you know how standard is being used, like student class, then constructor, then toString, getter setters. So these are all experienced people do. Okay, but at fresher level, then adding collection. Okay, so all these things are needed. Okay, so you're back, Akanksha?
Yes, sir. I'm back.
Yeah, good, very good. So I was just saying, like you did job. So autoboxing you understood, right?
Yes, sir.
What is difference between ordinary for loop and for each loop?
Ordinary for given.
You used both, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So what difference you observe?
In for each loop, we have to mention that colon. Uh, Before colon, we have to use the what variable which have to declare, which have to access in a for loop, and after colon we have to declare a variable which have to iterate. And in for loop, in only for loop we have to declare initialize condition and increment decrement we have to declare. In for each there is no need to increment decrement, it will automatically.
What is stream API in Java?
Sorry, sir.
Stream API. Stream. Collection 1.8.
Don't know, sir.
Okay. Does interface have method with body?
Yes, sir.
How? Just now you said in some question interface doesn't have body, right? Interface having method does not have body, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you are saying yes?
I don't know, sir. Means in latest version or which version
Very
it
good.
can be
Yeah.
added. But
See what I
I don't know
yes,
which
correct.
version
So
is
you
it.
don't know exact thing, but you know it. Default function
Yes, yes,
interfaces are there. There are many static method you can write there, default method you can write there. Okay.
yes,
So I
yes, sir.
expect that next time when you will be meeting, I
Yes, sir.
expect little bigger things than these all things,
Yes,
right?
yes, sir.
You answered absolutely fantastic. That's not a problem. What fresher needs, that is your 100%. Okay. I'm giving 5 star to you. But
Thank you, sir.
you have good levels, so why can't you explore it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You cannot go behind like no, I don't need it or it's tough. Nothing tough because you know all this logic, so you have to go.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So next
Yes,
time
sir.
after 15 days, 20 days, you again schedule one interview with me. But that will
Yes, sir.
be only on the advanced things, okay?
Yes,
Like
yes, sir.
advanced, and then in core Java will not go with the basic questions, okay? And
Yes.
remember, what I asked you is the only people are taking outside also. Okay, so
Yes.
don't worry that when you will be facing real interview, there will be something different. That will be more easier than this. Okay, but I
Yes, sir.
want by seeing your level and your coding, your hand finishing in Eclipse. I really like
Yes,
that. That is
yes,
feedback
sir.
I will give
Thank you,
you.
sir.
So I want you to use that properly. Okay,
Yes,
don't
sir.
restrict yourself only to that extent. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so thank you, Akansha. Thank you for giving
Thank you,
time.
sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
and
sir.
hope this interview would helpful to you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
for your career. Do you think it was
Yes.
helpful?
Yes,
Useful?
sir. It was very helpful to me.
Okay.
I can explore more
Yes.
myself.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you for your time. Not a problem.
Thank,
Okay.
thank you, sir.
Yeah. So bye bye. See you
Bye bye.
again. Yeah.
Yes,
Bye.
sir.
Thank you. So this is all about fresher interview. Many interviews I'm taking, and all viewers from YouTube, a lot of views. These interviews people are giving. You guys are liking these interviews, giving comments also. I really like that, and that your comments encourage me to do more. Write down suggestions also there. And one more thing for freshers, my main focus is on freshers. I'll be obviously uploading some experienced person's interview as well. But anyway, even if it is experienced, half of the interview will be same. One more thing, those who know basics, please go beyond that. Don't restrict yourself. Okay, and majorly feedback already I gave in front of Akanksha. She has good handling on Eclipse. She can write code. She can do debugging. She knows it, and at this level, this pass out girl, if it is doing, and it is really great. One more thing, like if you give answers to any interviewer, they will be really polite with you. They will be supportive to you. If you are not able to give answer, they will help you. One more tip I want to give: if you don't understand question of any interviewer, don't worry, ask him again. Sir, can you tell me this thing again? Can you ask me in different way this thing? Sir, this answer I am giving, I am going in correct direction. Please help me. So most of the, I would say 95% interviewer are always helping you. They want to take you. They don't want to reject you. First, try to understand. No interviewer takes an interview to reject people. Most of the interviewers take interviews just to select candidate. Only candidate should have little caliber. Okay, not tough big things. Directly you can say that I don't know these things, but other things I know. This is for fresh. Obviously if you have experience, then there will be no excuse. You cannot say that I'm not done with the Spring or Hibernate. Okay, so this is all about this candidate, and hope everybody will be getting benefited out of this. If you like, please share with your colleagues, your friends, college friends, so that they will understand like what is needed in industry, where they are lacking, what they need to improve on, what they need to do for cracking this. Okay, guys, so let's stop. Thank you.